In today's topic, we are going to cover the cost of breast augmentation. This is a question that I'm sure many of you do face, and before you even contemplate having a breast augmentation, you will want to know what the costs are likely to be. So I'll just give you a brief idea. I mean, there's a vast range, and there can be variance between one surgeon and the other. But the cost of a breast augmentation procedure would depend upon what we are doing. I mean, is it just a plain simple augmentation, or does it need a lift along with that? So if there is a mastopexy, then it becomes an augmentation mastopexy. For you, it's just an augmentation, but for the surgeon, he is also considering lifting the breast along with placing an implant to make the breast bigger. So the cost would vary because of that. So let's just assume that it's a plain simple augmentation. Then the price would also depend upon whether it's a subglandular placement of the implant or subfascial or submuscular, which is called a dual plane. Now this increases the complexity of the surgery a little bit. Surgeons don't usually vary the price of a breast augmentation depending upon what plane they are putting the implant in, although some surgeons might do. But by and large, you could have three components to the cost. One is the insertion cost, which is the surgical cost, which would include the surgical fee, the anesthesia fee, the materials, the consumables, and everything that is required to do the surgical procedure. And it may also incorporate the post-operative follow-ups or dressings and whatnot. So there is an insertion fee, as you could say. The next component is the cost of the implant. And if that can vary from brand to brand, and also on whether they are round implants or shaped implants. Round implants are obviously cheaper. They are hemispherical in shape, and the shaped implants are also called as anatomical or teardrop shaped implants. They are more costly or expensive. So the cost would vary there. And the third component is either a support bra, a special bra. Some surgeons may decide to give you, like we do. We import from US, and it's a special post-breast augmentation surgical bra to help in comfortable recovery, and that will have a cost. And the final component is the tax, the GST that one has to pay to the government. All of this would make the cost of the procedure. Now, the insertion cost can vary from place to place, from surgeon to surgeon, and can be anywhere between maybe 80,000 to 1.5 lakhs or 150,000 rupees. As of date, you would find that the cost could be anywhere between 100,000 to 120,000, depending upon the type of augmentation that we are doing, plus the cost of the implant. And then the cost of the implant also varies from brand to brand, and that ranges between 38 to 40,000 a pair to anywhere between 55 to 58,000, depending upon whether they are micro-textured, whether they're US FDA approved, Indian FDA approved, or just they have a CE mark. So all these things do influence the cost of an implant. And then there are those makes which are brought in kind of illegally from the Chinese market or Korean market, and they are cheaper. So of course there are surgeons who would package it all and be able to deliver a breast augmentation in 100,000 rupees, inclusive of the implant cost and other things. But there is a compromise, because the cost of the implant is a substantial amount, almost 50% of the insertion fee. And the more skilled, more experienced surgeon who's able to deliver better results will obviously charge more. And one should assess and see all the aesthetic plastic surgeons in your area and assess their skills, the results they're delivering, the satisfaction or feedbacks that their patients are posting, and based on that you should take your call. Don't go just by the price, because you may end up with long-term complications or an unsatisfactory result if you try to opt for a cheaper price option and not go for the experience or the results that a surgeon delivers. Hope this clears some of the concepts or ideas about cost and helps you in making your decision. Thank you very much.